I guess before, because this one was reset from the previous sentencing was rejected or had us come back. He has told me this morning he's paid Mr. Kemmler and wanted to review everything with him prior to things being formalized. I just want to let the court be aware of what it is.
Well, we reset it so that the victim could be here. It's my understanding that she's here today. I'm not inclined to reset it again. I don't know if Mr. Kemmler's intended to be here today, but he hasn't filed anything with the court.
Is this a consultation for Thursday? Because
no, we're going forward today. We're going to go forward. So obviously your case has been pending for some time. Mr. Lewis worked out a probation deal for you. I just want, before we go forward with that, I wanted to reset the case so that I could hear from Ms. Munoz with regard to some of those allegations about contact. So this is 25 DCCR 1836. We were previously here. Mr. Segrist entered a plea of guilty to the second-degree felony offense of burglary of a habitation. The agreement was for 10 years in prison that was to be probated for 5 years with a $500 fine, conditions that would go along with that. And we've already been here on sentencing once. You guys both have had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report. Any other additions, corrections to that report?
Not from the state. Not from the defense judge.
Now, other than the issue with regard to some of that contact allegations, is there any reason not to go forward? Anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. So if you'll get Ms. Munoz, you can question her. Stand right over here. There you go.
Right here.
Just come
stay right here.
Good morning. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. You can put your hand down. Mr. Smith?
Okay. Would you state your name for the record and spell your name for the court?
Perla Gisela Munoz, Perla Gisela Munoz, MUNOZ.
And you were the victim of the burglary of the habitation that we're here in court for today?
Correct.
Would you describe for the court the relationship that you had with the defendant?
It's my children's mother, ex-boyfriend.
How long were y'all together?
15 years, maybe 14, 15 years.
How long before this did y'all break up?
It's always on and off. It's never really just an on and off thing.
As far as intimate relationship?
Correct.
Do you plan on staying with this defendant?
No.
When's the last time you were with this defendant?
The last time I seen him, communicated with him.
Sir, don't talk.
It was on his birthday on December 13th, 2025 was the last time I hung out with him.
And you came to our office and you spoke to me and Ms. Gidry before this case played. Is that correct?
I don't recall.
You remember coming into the office?
I remember coming in. I don't know if it was before or after. I remember I spoke with y'all.
Okay. And then you remember being contacted by the probation department when they were preparing the report for this case?
Yes.
And since the time that he pled and got out of custody, has there been any issue with the defendant?
I've had some vandalism going on at my apartment, my vehicle. My apartment got spray painted, and where I used to work at, up the road, it got spray painted as well with my name.
Okay. So a place that you used to work when he last had contact with you, correct?
Yes.
So the place that you used to work, the apartment that you live in, and your vehicle
has been vandalized since.
Would you describe that vandalism for the court?
So I have like 2 X's on my apartment right next to my door. I had 2 X's on my vehicle. And at the car wash, there was my name spray painted with 2 X's. And it also said TikTok with a rose or a flower right next to it.
And all that was after you came to the district attorney's office and spoke to
Yeah, it
me
was
and Ms. Skidder.
after, yes.
So those marks, were they virtually identical in all three of those places with the addition of the flower and the TikTok in your name at the place of employment?
Yes.
Your former place.
Yes, they all had the same, like, two X's symbols on them.
Did you go to that place of employment after those marks were put?
Yes, I went up there because, well, one of my coworkers had my phone number and sent me a picture of it. And it was the same spray paint that was spray painted on my vehicle and my car.
Same
My
color?
vehicle and my apartment.
Same color?
Same gold color.
Did you have an opportunity to observe the surveillance video at the car wash?
Yes,
Did you see the person putting those marks at the car wash?
yes, I saw the whole video. They have
And
video everywhere.
do you see the person in the courtroom here today that was doing that damage, at least at the car wash?
Yes.
Who was it? Would you point to him and identify an article of clothing that he's wearing? Here in
The record will
Blue shirt.
reflect she's identified the defendant, Mr. Segrist.
Do you, did you have any problems with anything like this before he was released from custody?
No, I didn't have any issues.
And what do you want to happen in this case?
I just want to live my life and just move on. I don't interact or try to, make him upset or anything. I just avoid him with all contacts.
And you have children with you.
Yeah.
So y'all will have to have some kind of contact.
There's other ways to work around that with his sister or his mother. We don't have to have any contact.
So you just are requesting from the court no contact whatsoever with
Yeah, I
the
don't want no
defendant.
contact.
Any questions of the witness? No, you
Just-
don't get to ask questions.
Just briefly,
Go ahead.
you say you saw the surveillance video from the car wash, and now describe for me that was just a painting with your name and the two X's. That's correct,
Spray paint, yes.
right? Was there any video or surveillance footage to this vandalism to your property?
No. I don't think my camera caught it on time, but I did have neighbors a few doors down that said that they saw him. That was the only people that told me that they saw him.
Okay, so other than a few neighbors, there's no direct evidence that any potential
we don't-
damage
No
from
evidence of that.
Satan. That's what.
Anything else?
Nothing, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. You can go have a seat.
So, sister, whatever she did.
She did.
Can she be excused? Judge?
Sure. Yes, ma'am. All right. Mr. Smith, thoughts?
Judge, based on his criminal history and the acts after he got out of custody, I'm reluctant to go along with the deal, although the defendant mainly has told me in conversations outside of this, as well as today, that
The witness, you mean?
the witness, that she just wants to be free of him and not have any contact whatsoever with you.
Mr. Lewis?
Judge, I think even from the witness there, I think there's enough vehicles there that any contact that they make would have to have with each other in regards to their children. There are other people that could can step in the place of that, so they won't have to have any contact. And I believe, of course, some type of no contact or anything, as a condition of probation.
No contact, and we've at least got, these allegations of the vandalism give me a lot of concern. So, obviously, looks like he's on camera on one of them, and it would be highly unlikely that he's on camera with the same color spray paint, painting the same things, and not the one that did the car and the house. That doesn't make any sense. So the fact that he was at her house where he wasn't supposed to be, at a work where he shouldn't have been, and vandalizing those things is very concerning. And not something that I think is indicative of somebody who wants to have a relationship with his 3 children, because he can't follow the rules while he's waiting on court on a 2nd-degree felony where you go to prison for 2 to 20 years. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So all this, what good does vandalizing and putting her name out there, what good do you think that's going to do?
I mean, I've never vandalized any of the stuff. Anything that I've ever done for her was to help her. When
So you're saying that it's not you on camera?
I looked at the video, she sent the video to my sister. The guy that had the spray paint was spray painting with his right hand. And I saw the video and
So some random guy out there is doing all this and not you.
There was another guy.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
There's another guy that went by her apartment.
Stop. Here's what I'm going to do. Mr. Segrist, I'm going to follow the agreement, but I am going to order a condition so that we can have hopefully some better thinking processes going on at some point. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Segrist, today is find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time follow the agreement and find you guilty of burglary of a habitation. Sentence you to a term of 10 years in prison, but probate that. You'll be on probation for 5. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine, and you're ordered to follow all of the conditions of probation. One of those is that you are going to enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. You will go into custody today. It is a 90-day program. And then when you get out, you'll be on probation, required to follow all of the same rules and conditions, which include having absolutely no contact or communication with Ms. Munoz. And that I'm also going to order, as soon as you're out, that you have to have a GPS monitoring device on at all times. If it's not charged, if it's taken off, I will find out immediately. There will be a warrant for your arrest, and you will be back in here with a motion to revoke and looking at going to prison for that 10 years that you just agreed to. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you trial court certification. Shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term. If you have questions, talk to Mr. Lewis about that. And if you have any questions about how long it lasts or what the rules are, you can talk to him. All right, you can go back with the bailiff.